Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. It's been a while since the last stream of this, of course. But I'm finally going to be tackling some of our long overdue side content that I've been putting off for a little bit. Now I figured it was a good time since we're kind of in an in-between on Mondays here, waiting for the Tevi DLC, having finished the game last week. So we had a perfect opportunity to catch up on some 14 since, what was it, 7.5 was the last one? So I guess that would have been about a month and a half ago now. So it has been a little bit. Surprisingly, I actually have been playing the game quite a bit, in fact. Maybe I'll go over that as we get through this, but today's plans include the event, which we're standing here now. We're going to start with the event, and then we of course got the Hildibrand quests from, I guess they're not that old. I guess they're only about maybe 3 or 4 weeks old at this point. And a variant dungeon, which is actually much older, like several patches older, that the only reason I'm checking it out is because we did the last 2 variant dungeons, or last 3 variant dungeons actually, I should add, on stream, or at least did a couple of runs of them. So I'll probably check some of that out today as well. I'm a big fan of those ones, so very much looking forward to it. I think it's actually the only one in Dawn Trail as well. I think we only got, pretty sure we only got 1 variant dungeon this time instead of on like 3 with Endwalker. So hopefully they make more of them for 8.0, but that's okay. That's kind of our plan today. I'm not sure. There's a good chance the stream might end up being a lot shorter than the usual, because I mean, Hildibrand only takes like an hour and a bit to do the 2 quests. So, but hey, you know, it's a good time, and it's a good filler while we wait for more Tevi, which should hopefully resume next week. I know the DLC isn't until the day or later in that week, but I'm thinking we'll probably stream it next week regardless, before the DLC comes out. So actually, this event doesn't, I don't recall this, the Make It Rain starting out here in Ul'dah. I actually went to the saucer thinking it was in there for some reason. I thought it usually started in there, but this time it's actually weirdly starting out here, which is interesting. Well, Master Omar, what fortunate that we should meet again. You have been well, I trust. This guy hasn't been around for a couple of events either. I think someone else was managing the event last year. Would that our meeting were under more fortunate circumstances. I'm in something of a bind at the moment. Perhaps that is why fate has guided your steps here. Might I borrow your ear at a moment? As you may have heard, the Make It Rain campaign is in full swing at the Gold Saucer. My peers and I have come to advertise the festivities, but we lack the staff required to cover the whole of Ul'dah. I do not wish to impose, but might we prevail upon you for your assistance? Advertising? Wonderful. It's a great help to us, truly. Pray meet me at the Gold Court, and I shall give a more detailed account of the circumstances. I believe our collaborators are scheduled to perform there shortly. What, no mystery to solve this time? No thieves or criminals? Pretty sure that happened, was that last event or the one before that? Alright, well, I guess now we're going to the Gold Saucer. Wait, are we going to Gold Saucer? Hang on, Gold Court's in the saucer, right? It is not. We're not going to Gold Saucer yet. Getting ahead of myself as usual. But yeah, I have been actually playing quite a bit of this game because I've been trying to get the jobs up to 100, because I'm hoping that we can, when we first stream 8.0, I'd like to do a little bit of a play test of all the new job systems. And what better way I figured than getting everything to 100 so we can get the full experience of each one. Of course, you know, oh, I guess I could have probably teleported there. That's okay. Of course, I'll be using the new jobs when we stream the MSQ, but I wouldn't mind trying out some of the old stuff too. Most recently, I've been working on White Mage. Mostly, still want to do the relic weapons, and I've actually been making very good progress over the last, like, week or so. And I'm actually almost done White Mages, which is... I honestly don't really see people's problems with the AR weapons. Personally. I don't really have a lot to compare them to. I mean, you know, Endwalker was kind of a fluke. But even so, I feel like aside from like the Atma grind at the start, you know, once you get over that hump, the rest is like pretty straightforward and kind of not a pain at all. Although the optimal way to do some of them, I can definitely agree is a bit tedious. I'll explain my trials and tribulations in a bit here. Oh, you arrived. Ere I begin with the explanations, I think it best to let you first experience this year's main attraction. People of Oda, lend me your ears. Allow me to present my dear friends, come all the way from the Far East. These are the Globetrotter Otters, this year's ambassadors to the Gold Saucer. We bid you join us for the ongoing Make It Rain campaign, where merriment abounds and dreams are made manifest with mounds of MGP. Whether you wish to play the Cackpot, race chocobos, or try your hand at Mahjong, there is fun for one and all in the Manderville Gold Saucer. It didn't really occur to me till now that otters were like native to the Far East in the world of 14. It's kind of weird. Globetrotter otters, she said. I've not seen their like before, but now I feel as though I've been missing out my whole life. And if we go to the Gold Saucer, we may encounter more of these furry gentlemen. I suppose it has been a while since my last visit. That's all it takes to get people interested in gambling. A couple of otters. The Ari performer there is Mistress Ajisai. She and her otter companions hail from the far eastern nation of Naxia. I am told that Lord Manderville owed her people a great debt. 'Twas he who invited her troop to lead our campaign this year, an apt choice, where they dazzle and delight passerby with their performances. Wait, Godbert owing some random, like, nomad tribe a debt? How the fuck did that happen? Is that like a quest I could have done? While promotional efforts here at the Gold Court are all well and good, we haven't the hands to cover as much ground as we initially envisioned. As such, I thought it prudent to seek out a trustworthy adventurer who could guide one of the otters around town. He owed the whole tribe a visit. Apparently a bunch of people came over here as part of, like, their agreement. Only one person is willing to, like, advertise the saucer. I guess that kind of doesn't really seem fair when you consider that in this case I feel like Godbert now owes them even more favors. Oh, this must be our assistant. We are most delighted to meet you, Abin. I'm Ajisai, and this here is my friend Usosuke. Isn't this grand, Usosuke? Abin here is taking you to roam the city. Otters purr like a cat? That's a new one. You say he seems a trustworthy sort? My, that's rather high praise coming from you, and quite rare besides. How do I learn to speak Otter? I feel like if we're going to be having this working relationship here, I need a few pointers. Indeed I do. For generations my home village has lived in harmony with otters. Having spent my entire life with them, I'm well accustomed to their speech and mannerisms. In fact, Mistress Ajisai is an avid conservationist who has dedicated her life to protecting the otters and their habitats. A portion of the proceeds from this year's campaign will go towards Naxian otter preservation efforts. That they will. It is precisely why I wish to bring as many patrons as possible to the saucer. Their support, and yours, may save countless otters, so your cooperation would be most appreciated. For promotional purposes, we have prepared you a uniform and a special backpack, not unlike the ones Mistress Ajisai and I are wearing. When you are ready, just say the word and I shall present you with the raiments you require. What, the glowing green RGB outfit ain't good enough for you? You are ready then? Excellent. Once you have donned your uniform and backpack, pray accompany Master Usosuke as he makes his rounds of the steps of Tao. Wait, who's leading who here?
Yosusuke is possessed of a keen instinct for locating crowds. But given the limits of his vocabulary, we'd like for you to speak in his stead and inform patrons of the Gold Saucer's myriad wonders.
I feel like there's a joke in there.
Alia and I have a meeting to attend, but once we have finished, we mean to canvass the steps of Nald with the rest of the Globetrotter Otters in search of potential patrons. May the Kami of Fortune see fit to bless us both. Now, be a good little otter for a bin, Usosuke.
Hey, wait for me! Do keep a sharp eye on Master Usosuke, my friend. Yeah, okay. Hurry the fuck up, then. Certain duties require you to transfer into creatures or other people. Oh, we're getting like a full-on costume. What the fuck? Wait, what? Wait, are we playing the otter? No. This is like that bonus thing that they usually do in the... Oh, okay. So instead of an outfit you put on, they actually just gave you a full-on transformation now. That's weird and different. Usually they just give you like a temporary clothing. Like when we did the Little Ladies Day thing not too long ago. Where is he? It wasn't like this. It wasn't using transform. Last time I've seen this feature was that extra thing that they always do for the Halloween events. Surprised they haven't used it more than I think about it. I think it would have been a funny twist though if we got to actually play as the otter, like using roleplay and stuff.
Oh, Mother, look! Isn't he sweet? I think he's trying to tell us something.
I knew I should have asked again for lessons.
I see. So they're having a festival at the Gold Saucer. Will there be more adorable animals like him wandering around?
Well, as long as you like otters, yeah, definitely. Well, chocobos are there. That seems like an appropriate response. Not that anyone does those.
That sounds like a dream come true. I'd love to see it all for myself. Can we go to the Gold Saucer, Mother dearest? Can we? We'll need to consult your father about it. He did recently bring up the subject of taking more family outings, though, so I doubt he'll refuse. Thank you so much for finding us. If I see you at the Gold Saucer, I'd love to spend more time with you.
Alright, where are we headed next? Back this way? Usosuke skiers off in search of prospective patrons. Follow him to help spread word of the Make It Rain campaign. Okay. Can I teleport? Is that viable, or is that gonna fuck up my transformation? Oh, okay. Can't believe they're making me play the game. Can't even sprint? Well, I've got like a special run speed here, so I don't think it's sprint speed. It's probably closer to jog speed. Why, I've not seen such a classier creature in all my days. Have you some business with us? Ah yes, the Make It Rain campaign. Lord Godbird always did have a penchant for dressing his mascots in dignified raiments. Yeah, I mean, it's a really impressive costume that Otter's got, definitely. And I see you're dressed in some striking accoutrements as well. Tell me, as an aficionado of all things fashion, what might I gain from going to the Gold Saucer? We got just the event for you. Is that right? I normally have no interest in gaudy amusement parks, but that sounds rather promising. And perhaps it's worth experiencing for myself. Well, thank you, my fuzzy little gent. You've given me a fresh new perspective on the saucer, and that tuxedo is absolutely flawless, I must say. Where to next? This way. This probably is actually the slower way to go. Too late, I've already committed all this stuff that I haven't done in a while. I can't remember the last time I had to go through here. I did come here recently to do a Blue Mage challenge for some seals, but other than that, this is like the most I've explored Ul'dah in like years. Oh, do we run into trouble? He's about to get curb stomped. Let me guess. Something's afoot the gold saucer. I didn't even see the front of our shirt. I kind of like it. Also, those pants are great. Those are like exactly the kind of pants I used to wear. Ah, so the Make It Rain campaign's returned, eh? Haven't been to the saucer in an age, but I really ought to change that. We owe much more to Lord Godbird after all. Seems like Godbird helps a lot of people. Well, the three of us were Alamagan refugees, you see. The average Ul'dah doesn't take kindly to us, but despite our best efforts, our job prospects were slim to none. Oh, but Godbird Manderville changed all that. Hired the three of us and more to help build his gold saucer. Well, I don't suppose your companion Suxil is based on Senor Sabertender's, was it? Senor Sabertender's a favorite of mine. Him and all he represents. Construction on the saucer started soon after the calamity. In those days, Delamun's aftermath haunted every waking moment of our lives. And yet, despite it all, there's an old Alafellan man among the workers who loved nothing more than to make us laugh. Every day he'd think of some new dance or pose to lift our spirits. Some called him eccentric, but none could deny the joy he brought us. After our work was done and the saucer was built, old Godbird sought that man out and dubbed him the first Senor Sabertender. Even now, even if it's not the same man in the suit, I can't help but grin when he strikes his famous pose. It ain't much of my business anymore, but keep spreading that joy to others, just like our friend did. Any road, didn't mean to talk your ear off. I'll let you get back to it. And don't you worry, we'll find time to visit the saucer. This round's complete, Usosuke strolls off in the direction of the Gold Court. Alright, let's go back then. Oh, what? I get to undress now? Thought we'd have to at least, like, you know, report back in before we change out of our work uniform.
Welcome back, Bin. I must extend my thanks to you once again for accompanying dear Usosuke. You ought to think of Bin as... Is something troubling you, Usosuke? You wish to learn Senor Sabertender's famous pose. What inspired this of all of a sudden?
Did aught occur during your rounds? Yeah, you could say we had a deep introspective.
Ah, so that's the way of it. I imagine Usosuke yearns to uplift others in the self-same spirit of Senor Sabertender.
A noble desire that, and one that can feasibly be arranged. I shall speak with Lord Godbird and request the tutelage of our current Senor Sabertender. Our patronage has thrived thanks in part to his efforts after all. Master Usosuke's continued endeavors will be a boon to guests and staff alike.
Isn't that wonderful, Usosuke? We may never have made this discovery without your assistance, Abin. I am in your debt.
Well then, I believe it's high time we made our way to the Gold Saucer. And pray meet us there in your earliest convenience, Master Ma. Your reward awaits. I think this is the first time I've had the Gold Saucer event never take place in the Gold Saucer. Ah, appreciate the convenient free travel here, though. Ah, there you are. Allow me to express my thanks again for spending time with Master Uzosuke. He and his fellow Globetrotter honors took to their posing lessons most diligently. Our current senior cybertender was quite impressed with the results, just as I'm sure our clientele will be. What's more, I am pleased to report that this year's promotional campaign is proving incredibly profitable. It pays to take the Gold Saucer directly to Oda, so to speak, and you were an invaluable asset to our success. In recognition of those efforts, Lord Godber has expressed interest in personally presenting you with your reward. Allow me to take you to him. Oh, it would be a make it rain with at least one appearance by the man. So what we have backpack, we have the costume. We're gonna get to keep the otter as well. Is he gonna want to run off with us after all this? It's a very elaborate cutscene for a seasonal event, I gotta say. These things don't usually get cutscene budget. Oh, he's actually dressed for once. Crazy. I guess he has to make a professional appearance after all. Abin, welcome, my friend, to the Gold Saucer. Olia tells me you have done a great service, promoting our campaign with aplomb. As you can see, the saucer is teeming with satisfied guests. And so, in the spirit of innovation with which I pride my craft, 'tis my great privilege to bestow upon you my newest masterpiece. Behold! Oh, he made a replica. I present to you Senor Honor, a mammoth crafted in the likeness of our friend Uzosuke. This miniature globetrotter in the backpack we entrusted to you earlier, yours to keep. Not the costume though. I don't get the outfit. Maybe I have to go buy that. As Olia may have mentioned, I have pledged my interest to a percentage of our profits into auto preservation efforts, and we are off to a most heartening start. On behalf of all involved, you have my heartfelt gratitude. Well, the Gold Saucer is, and shall ever be, a place of merriment for all who enter, which is why I should hope we can expect your patronage as well. Until then, know that we eagerly await your next visit. Joke's on him, I haven't paid a single guild to his establishment in years. Wow, we actually didn't get the costume, that's surprising. There's probably like a vendor or something around here we can go pick it up from. Where would that be? Near the front desk, probably? Where do they usually put the event stuff for this one? I don't even remember. Thought it would be somewhere around here. Maybe not. I might have to go look for it. Oh, no, here we go. Are you selling anything today? Excellent. Weapons. What kind of weapons are you selling? The hell is all this? Okay, well that stuff makes sense. I don't know what that first stuff is from. Yeah, I'm not paying all that for fucking in tokens. I wouldn't have 1.9 million tokens if I spent them. Other maybe? Oh, these are the previous ones. That's 24s. Oh, I don't want that. Although I probably should consider. I'll have to look into getting some of this one. There's other minions here too. What the hell? Oh god, there's cards I don't have. I wonder if those are pre 5.3. Or if they're actually new. You telling me the... Oh, so is it gonna be under gear? Tell me that outfit doesn't exist? Surprisingly, it doesn't seem like it does. Oh wait, maybe it's down here. No? That's crazy. Well, I didn't realize this thing had so much stuff. I don't think I've ever checked that shop before during these. But, I mean, I probably have enough that I could buy it all. I'm good, though. Anyways, let's go check in on his son. You know, the main meat of today's stream, after all. I vaguely remember what we were doing last time. I think it had something to do with a train or something. Where do we start this thing usually? Is that? No, that's not it. Where does it start this time? I thought we ended here somewhere. Would it not start in the in Solution 9? I thought that's where it usually was starting last couple of patches. Let's see where we're at. We are on 7.45. Yeah, 1718. Where is that? 17? It's this one? Oh, there it is. Okay, no, that sounds correct then. Yeah, here we go. That's right, because that was Hard-Boiled's apartment down here, I think. I just can't remember where that was. That's what happens when you spend, like, more than a patch's worth away. The fuck was I stuck on? Oh, I, like, jumped in this, like, one little spot there. Okay. Didn't even see that bed or whatever that is. Man, I'm curious what the trial's gonna be this time. I'm hoping there's a trial. Usually they put something. I think Endwalker didn't get a trial. It just got a solo duty. But the last one, a couple before, did get like a multiplayer trial. Maybe they won't do that because they're worried about locking content like that behind fucking Hildibrand of all things. But they did make everyone do all of Hildibrand for the relic weapons, so who knows what they're expecting people to do these days.
Abin, I was hoping you would drop by. It took a lot of bit of doing, but I was able to widen the crack I made in the storage device and yank out a couple new scraps of data. The first file just happened to be a record of Carnelian's procedure. Seems the bastard's soul was poured into one of those clot-type monsters. They've got an annoying talent for mimicking shapes and faces, which is exactly why Carnelian took advantage of it when he tricked us with his fake Kamaka. Never fear, Inspector Hildibrand is here. The other file I old had details on yet another monster-fied criminal. The mook was nabbed for repeated vehicular violations, riding his air-wheeler too fast, making reckless maneuvers, endangering others, that sort of thing. According to the data, he's running around the body of a cactuar now. Judging by what we've seen of that researcher's schemes, he'll have dispatched a prickly speed demon somewhere outside the dome. But where? Rejoice, my good detective, for I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, come bearing the very direction you seek. I have it straight from the mouth of the real Kameka that an ambulatory cactus piloting a flying contraption was supposedly observed streaking through the sky on a southerly bearing. Alas, despite hastening to confirm this sighting, our intrepid sheriff arrived too late to see the needle-covered individual in question. The report was summarily dismissed as fanciful imaginings of inebriated townsfolk. The insistent chirp of veteran instinct nonetheless impelled me to investigate. Thus did my faithful assistant and I venture forth further south to question the colorful crowds of Tuliodel.
Tuliolal.
Yes, there to find sober witnesses eager to tell of an airborne succulent.
They said it was moving at an incredible pace. Sat astride a vehicle like the ones the mechanical invaders had ridden. It was last seen zipping past a dirigible before vanishing into the clouds to the south.
Alexandra's soldiers ride on air-wheelers, so unless there's another flying cactuar out there somewhere, I think we have our man. Good work.
Hildibrand actually being useful for once. That was like some insane data he uncovered.
Almost too good, in fact.
Yeah, I agree. Is this a fake?
Over there! Is that a new case I spy? Hardly had to bait the hook. They're the real deal, all right. Although come to think of it, I don't know why anyone would bother impersonating either of them to begin with.
Because it's probably would have been someone that we're trying to stop. It would actually be a genius plan, because you wouldn't think anyone would want to impersonate them.
At least the lead seems solid enough. But if we're serious about catching this guy, we'll need an air wheel of our own. Come on, there's a shop nearby that does custom jobs.
I hope your foot in the bill. Have you seen those prices? Actually, I have considered buying one of those myself. You know, it'd be a pretty big money sink. I could do it though.
This is the place. I used to be a regular here, but I ain't been back in a while. Let's see if they still remember me. Well, well, look what the wind blew in. Manom, I've come for my steed. That battered old scrap heap. It's been rusting on my garage floor so long I doubt it could manage a slow trot, let alone a gallop. Happy to give it a tune-up if you got the credits to burn, but I'll need you to supply some parts. A new high-voltage battery and superconductor coil at a minimum. The chronometer's ticking. I'll see if I can get my hands on the battery, but can I ask you to track down the coil? These soft-boiled dopes would know a suspension spring from an anti-gravity gimbal, but you I could trust to find the right part without cracking under the pressure.
Don't worry, I'm great at finding stuff.
Archibald seems desperate to get his hands on an air-wheeler up and running, so I'll give you a tip. You want a coil quick-like, then salvaging the rods of defective sentries is your best bet. I'll even lend you this handy gadget to help you out. Set off on the distress signal on the west side of Old Alexandria, and you'll soon have some murderous mechanical company to dismantle for parts.
Wait, I actually have to go and get it? That's not just gonna be handed to me by some random passerby like always? Holy shit.
I'll take these two along with me on the battery hunt. Good luck out there.
Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to get the battery too, since they're all tagging along with each other? Alright, use the stress being a designated location of ruins of Old Alexandria. Okay. Oh, that's like out here, right? Somewhere? Is it outskirts that's closest? Or is the outskirts the entrance to the place? I forget. I probably just went to the entrance. Oh no, that's not where I thought it was, but about as close as it's gonna get. Oh no, this is actually closer. I thought the Electro Strike was up in the northeast. Well, conveniently, it's in the one patch of map I haven't been to yet. You know, I actually ended up filling in the Dravanian Forelands today. Didn't even realize there was like a bit of cave that I never went to. It wasn't even like that significant. It was like a U-turn that you don't even touch in the story and has nothing at the other end. Maybe there's like a fate or something that can spawn there. I don't know. But it just seemed really like nothing. Like 3 feet of land. Damn, I should have done this as my level 60 white mage to get the XP. I'm sure that would have went great. I don't know why I'm even bothering. It's already dead. Should have just done that in the first place. Oh wait, we can just teleport back. We're going back to the shop after all. Oh, see, you know what? I should have actually been white mage flying over here. I would have gone a crap ton of XP for finishing that map. God damn it. Wasn't thinking. I probably would have leveled up too. I think I was like actually super close to like 61 or something. That is not the one I wanted. That's the one we want. Because I think it's on the other side, right? Like down here. Somewhere. One of these. Oh, this one. Was this? You can always go in here, right? Or maybe you could. I never even tried these doors before.
Well, get your hands on the coil.
Yeah, here's your spring. Yo, can I have like that bike? I mean, the purple one's cool, but I like that red one over there. That's kind of sick.
That should do the trick. Now, where'd your mates run off to? Can't be that hard to find a store that sells batteries. You should probably head over to the Nexus Arcade and see what's keeping them.
I knew they would have trouble finding the batteries. I like... He should have just gone alone. He would have been back with the battery already. He would have beaten me to the battery. I don't know which one's closer. This one's probably actually closer. They're probably like... Hildibrand insisted that he probably had to describe and ask for a battery, and he doesn't know the first thing about batteries. Confusing the poor cashier has to work there. Where are they at? Somewhere in here. Oh, there they are. Wait, where are they?
I've been. Any trouble picking up that coil? Nothing you can't handle, I'll wager. As for the battery, I bought one easily enough. The problem was convincing the Inspector and his gal to stick around after he caught a whiff of tantalizing familiarity. Long story short, they wandered off and haven't come back. Suppose we ought to go look for him, eh?
Oh. That's not what I expected at all. They just went and got lost. I mean, it's to be expected. But I thought he'd have trouble buying the battery.
Is that a corpse? A smiling corpse?
Hahaha, you needn't fret, detective. This dapper zombie is an old acquaintance of mine.
Allow me to introduce myself, good sir. I am a proud member of the Gentle Dead Men and disciple of Master Zombiebrand. I've been on the road seeking out new recruits for our merry moldering band. Said search is what brought me here, and into the midst of this unexpected, yet most welcome, reunion. I don't usually hold with necromancy, but he seems harmless enough. So, if you're done catching up, we got a case to work on. In actual fact, our conversation was almost entirely case-adjacent. Employing his nose for festering fellows, this gentle zombie traced the stench of necromantic decay to this very facility in which I once slumbered. Yes, I became fast friends with one of the reanimated researchers there. During the process of getting to know each other, he spoke briefly of the only person left alive after the incident. According to my new Arnold chum, all the lab workers perished when an accident resulted in the leakage of a highly toxic substance. All that is, save for a single man who habitually wore a protective gas mask. Keshkai is his name. He was second in charge after the overseer himself, yet disdained by his peers as a condescending know-it-all. They did, however, grudgingly recognize his passion for his work. Even after devoting a full day to official experiments, he would pour his remaining time and energy into some mysterious side project. And he was the sole surviving researcher, you say? Sounds like we finally have a name for our mastermind. Courtesy of the shambling undead, no less. No matter how many years I do this job. Well, thanks for that. Glad to be of service. Now, if you'll excuse me, my new recruit and I have a cafe tour planned. Enjoy yourselves. Hopefully no one's too freaked out. This entire city just got used to the concept of death, okay? Let's not start bringing in reanimated corpses too quickly. So that fellow is an honest-to-God's walking corpse, huh? I've met weird folks in my line of work, but do you always keep company with such oddballs? That was out of line. It's just, I reckon there are forces in this world you're better off not messing with. Anyway, let me take these parts back to Manam and get my wheeler repaired. Shouldn't take too long. I'll ride him back here to make sure he's running smoothly, and you can see the magnificent beast in all his glory. Oh, maybe that was his bike, the red one. Detective Hardboiled seems somewhat nervous. Excited to reclaim his pride and joy, perhaps? Oh, shit. That looks like a horse. Wait, is that a horse or his gun? He's got his gun on the front. I guarantee that's gonna shoot something next quest.
Cool, would you look at that?
What do you think, Abin? I call him Night Stallion. He's a custom job built for yours truly and has far too much horsepower for the average mook to handle. Anti-gravity capabilities are standard, but when it comes to ground speed, he's been tweaked to achieve the highest possible performance. The trick is to install quick heating motor coils. But won't the increased heat compromise the magnetic field's integrity, you ask? Well, that's a valid concern. A harder drivetrain responds completely differently when you open up the throttle and... You! Get those filthy hands off my ride. I merely thought to enhance your beloved seat with a touch of Manderville.
So you've had this amazing machine this whole time? Why haven't you been riding it till now?
Ah, so fresh-faced and innocent. The spitting image of my assistant. I'll never forget the day I hung up my spurs. It was right after I'd caught Carnelian.
Okay, that's not the kind of intensity I expected from a flashback, but okay.
I've been simmering in thoughts of vengeance, fit to burst my shell at any moment.
Man, why couldn't we have a sick motorcycle chase like this in the MSQ? Yo, that would have been amazing to have. Yeah, this perfect opportunity. Really embrace the futurism. Unfortunate. Damn, he blasts his regulator off. Now what's he gonna do?
The big house is too good for the likes of the Crime King. See you in hell, your majesty.
Oh shit. Uh-oh. Who are they working for? Or would they take him in as a murderer if he did that?
Should have pulled the trigger when you had the chance. You've gone soft, hard-boiled. This flashback exceeds the legal length.
Nice with illicit embellishments, no doubt.
What? God, I love these quests.
To cut to the chase, my assistant was avenged. Slinging the Crime King into the slammer took me off the boil, and riding cold just ain't my style. But now that Cornelian's on the streets again, it's time for me to get back in the saddle. They were saying that Cactuar Plunk flew over Tootie whatever, then blew past the dirigible on his way south, right? What kind of territory are we looking at?
Somewhere we haven't gone in like 5 patches.
Lots of big trees, are there? Then let's make this Yaktel's dirigible land in our starting point. I'll take Night Stallion and meet you there.
As a bell.
Right. Shall we find our way to this cocktail dirigible landing? We shall find our way to this cocktail dirigible landing. See you there.
I'm pretty sure it was Yak's tail, Inspector.
Ah, same thing. Let's head on over. Forgot there even was a dirigible landing. Oh, wait, Inlet Yaktel. Okay, wait, that ends. Okay. Probably this one then. Wait, what? Oh, it is here. Okay. There's like a quest on the other end of that warp, and I was like really confused if I actually jumped ahead of the curve or not. Man, it's nice to be going back to these areas. Because the story sure as hell wasn't taking us here. Especially with this music. This music's like one of my favorite field themes in Dawn Trail.
Ah, you made it. Even this jaded old gumshoe had to appreciate that view coming over the treetops. Anyway, I talked to the locals while waiting for you lot to arrive. And one fella had seen Mr. Cactuar down to the lower forests. I'm told the biggest place out that way is a settlement called Mamook, so that'll be our next destination. Let's head over there, walk the streets, ask some questions. You know, the usual.
Very good, Detective. But what's become of your wondrous wheeler?
Night Stallion would draw more attention than I'd like. I'll use the autopilot function to call him if I need him, but otherwise I'll make do with my own 2 feet.
Smart choice. A little bit of covert ops, I see. Lower forest, eh? It's down here. Wait, is this the one with the blue forest, or am I thinking of something else? Oh, it is the blue forest one. I thought that was a different area. I guess we were coming here for the Alliance raids. But just the lower half. It's like, might as well be 2 different zones.
That must be Mamook. They build things different down here, huh? But we ain't got time to admire the architecture. Spread out and find someone who's clapped eyes on that Cactuar.
Alright, anyone here seen a flying cactus in a giant mechanical vehicle? Wait, where is this person? This building? Oh, Marker didn't seem like it was in the other building.
Why, yes, I did see an unusual creature riding a strange vehicle through the forest at breakneck speeds. The vehicle's terrible noise is what first drew my attention, followed by the incomprehensible yelling of its pilot. Yet the sight of this posturing man-plant was so absurd I found myself more bemused than frightened.
Yeah, kind of, you know, if you're hoping to come down here and stay hidden, you definitely don't want to do that as a cactus on a flying motorcycle.
Ah, the subject of recent gossip. I crossed paths with the creature myself, and it was indeed odd. But the machine it rode upon was the true wonder. He pulled up alongside me and my wyvern, challenged us to a race, then zoomed off with astounding swiftness. If you're planning to catch that fiend, you'll need an equally miraculous mount.
I might have a few up my sleeve. Where's the last one? Oh, good. Yes, thanks, camera. Even though it's my fault mostly. Wait, behind? Really? Oh, okay.
Yes, I've encountered the fiend you describe. The forest has its share of fantastical creatures, but this one was undeniably out of place. I observed it smashing one of the giant meteorites with a club, then racing away with the broken pieces. Make of that what you will.
Wait, meteorites? They have meteorites down here? I don't remember there being meteorites in this area. Was I supposed to know that? Didn't really... I mean, there's the electrope, I guess, but I thought that was only in the cave. I don't really call those meteorites. I mean, they didn't fall from the sky.
So, what's the rap?
The testimonies I gathered were very much the same. There's a cactuar racing around out there, but that much can be certain.
But if he's making stops to bag meteorite fragments, then this ain't no simple joyride. Talk to me a bit. Something about those rocks I ought to know?
Like, this is the electrope meters we're talking about, right? Or is this something else? I guess it was something else.
Some kind of special etheric radiation, eh? We haven't pieced together Keshkai's big plan yet, but he seems real interested in those space stones. Which means we've got a good chance of finding his spiky goon by staking out the spots where the meteorites are. If we nab the Cactuar, we can make him lead us to the researcher, and the chameleon. When I say us, I mean me and Night Stallion, of course. Once we find him, the rest of you won't be given chase without an air wheeler.
I need no such contrivance. These legs have been conditioned by an intensive chocobo-bearing exercise regimen. I guess he hasn't seen him run yet. This is more like a light jaunt.
Well, good luck to them. Still think he's a weak-willed punk, but I can't deny that uncanny body of his is made of sterner stuff.
Nah, it's best not to mention it. Just let him find out for himself.
Let's get on with it then. There's a few good-sized meteorites alongside the road that leads out of town. We'll start the near end and hope the Mook puts in an appearance.
I'm sure he'll get to see soon enough. Survey the designated location. Oh, I thought it was like gonna be complete opposite end. Should I have approached this from the other way, perhaps? I mean, they're hiding over there. I'm standing here, and then Artiboild's there. Where are we hiding from, anyways?
No wheeler riding Cactuar around here. Let's move on. That idiot inspector took off like he had the case all sewn up, but running fast didn't find him any leads, did it? And here I thought he was onto something.
That way, Nashu. I think I may be onto something. Surprised they didn't have like this entire place scouted out by now, considering how fast I've seen him run before. Maybe he's out of practice.
No sign of him here either. On to the next meteorite.
Oh yeah, I guess those are meteorites. I never really thought of them as meteorites before.
I detect a hint of criminality in that direction. Onwards, Nashu. We mustn't let the detective beat us to the punch.
See you later. I almost feel like the nighttime music would be more suited for this forest, like during the day, than the daytime music. Like, leave the daytime music for the upper section and use the nighttime music down here. But I can't remember the last time they used multiple songs for the same area. Like, ARR does it, but only inside the Beast Tribe areas. But I don't recall any of the expansions doing something like that before. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe in like a town or something they've done, but... Oh my god. Amazing.
We're gonna stand aside, or it's 1,000 eels in your hide. Make way for Spike.
That's a great intro screen. I love it. I didn't realize the text box was automatic though. I hope I have to fight this thing.
This one looks ripe for the smashing. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need you to hop off that air wheeler. Huh? Ah, you must be the blowhards I was warned about. Think you could give orders to a succulent speedster? My rider's maxed out with black market mods, and there ain't no one faster. Keep up if you can, slowpokes.
Didn't look like you're going that fast before. Still doesn't look like you're going that fast now. Maybe those things just normally suck.
If that's the way it's gotta be, challenge accepted. To me, Night Stallion, it's time to burn rubber.
Darn, if only I had my own. Oh, there he is. And then Nacho has to keep up. Well, since I don't have my own air wheeler, guess I'll hoof it. I mean, it's not like any of my other mounts would be fast enough anyways.
Damn it, Stallion's at full gallop and I'm still trailing. It would seem you require my assistance after all. What the? You caught up to me on foot? Fine. Change of plans.
Nice banana.
Where's my damn python? I'll just tweak the weapon's elemental settings like so. With you steering and me providing the thrust, that fiend will soon learn a harsh lesson. Nothing outruns a fired up Manderville man.
Holy shit. I mean, they worked so well together last time. Jesus.
Are they actually gaining on me? Come on then, feel the needle for speed.
Wanna just like pop their tires? Or are they not made of rubber? I mean, this guy got turned into a cactuar. It's like the perfect opportunity to stop anyone chasing him on a vehicle.
We did it! Victory is ours!
I guess the face full of fire wasn't enough for that cactuar. Or they just went that fast. Uh-oh. Guess the bike couldn't handle it.
I can't believe it. My undefeated record. My legendary win streak. It's over.
Did you lose, though? I didn't even know there was a finish line to begin with.
And yeah, I feel strangely content. Enough! You win. Just hand me over to the compass and be done with it.
Well, that's disappointing. But fine. Have it your way.
So the researcher forced you to work for him, like he did with the other fiends. That's right. Told me this man should grab the meteorites from the forest, but not what he wanted for. All this way to nab some delinquent goon and no leads on Kashkai or Carnelian to show for it. Not to mention my beautiful ride getting trashed. That's one's on you, Hildibrand. Perhaps we can try running together next time. Oh, if you look for Kashkai, I know exactly where he'll be. Waiting for my meteorite delivery over by the cliffs southwest of here. Why didn't you say that sooner? I bet Carnelian is there with him. He won't escape me this time. I leave this criminal character in your custody. Fiendish appearance aside, 'tis a man's soul within, so please treat him accordingly. Now, let us follow the detective to these cliffs, shall we? I must ensure these villains are served a gentleman's justice.
I don't know if we're gonna finally get the true reveal about that Ooglap that's been following us for the last like 3-4 quests. Where are we going? Oh, all the way over here. I guess we could speed it up with a little bit of teleportation. At least we get to do something on this half of the area, for once. Heaven forbid they use the low-level zones for, you know, other quests. Wouldn't want us level 100s mingling with the under-leveled folk, after all.
Shh! I can hear them just up ahead. Let me get the drop on them before we all go barging in. He's late. We must assume something went wrong. These meteorites will prove to be the perfect energy source, and I would prefer to harvest a surplus. But it is too great a risk to linger here. Freeze, mage. You so much as twist your lips and I'll light you up. No, I've worked too hard to give up now.
I like that his gas mask has a mustache. I wonder if he's compensating for something with that.
He's getting away. He'll keep. I've got the one I want. But don't think I'm taking you in just so you can escape. Never again.
Murder is not the answer, detective. Oh my god. Whoa! I forgot he could do that. Oh shit. He got eaten by the slime.
Where did Carnelian go?
I don't think they knew he could do that, but I believe we saw him do that in the end of the last quest.
You almost had me, if not for this bumbling fool you tolerate. Soft as ever.
Well, a villain that actually has the teleport spell? Crazy. Or maybe he used that last time and I forgot. I'm surprised he hasn't, like, gone through with killing him yet for messing him up so many times now.
You and me are done, Hildibrand. Stay out of my way. My recent inadequacies as an inspector appear to have earned the detective's ire. 'Twas you who turned to us for assistance with his case of It is only fitting that you remain at his side for the duration. Meanwhile, Nasha and I shall persist with our independent inquiries. Sorry for the sudden exit back there, but that yoke for brains had me steaming.
Can't believe I'm actually standing up for this guy, but he means well.
That's the problem. His help ain't nothing but a hindrance.
Real great at hiding there. Real subtle. The fucking guy's been stalking us this whole time. I forgot about him. He's still following after all this.
For the love of... I see you sulking over there, soft-boiled. Isn't this a delightful spot of serendipity? We were simply following the villain's trail and look how we've all run into each other, completely by chance. Well, we were only passing through after all. We shall apprehend that mastermind with our own tried and true methodology. You shall see. Vin, I want you on the case with me from here on out. When it comes to a proper guide beyond the dome, as well as being tougher than yours truly, no one else fits the bill. You might need to cool your heels for a bit while I work on salvaging more data. The hard boiled always gets his files in the end. See you around.
Oh, one more chapter to go. But we won't get to see that for another, like, 5 months. I think 5 months? 755? Maybe it was September, August. Maybe not that long. I don't remember when 5.5 is supposed to come out. We're gonna get to see what he was planning to do with all those meteors.
At long last, my scheme has come to fruition. No longer must I ensure the company of incompetent colleagues. All is in readiness. The replication of my brilliant mind is at hand. Never again will I be known as the Caniloca Corpus's second best. My name shall ring across the lands, carried far and wide by an army of unrivaled geniuses. Something amusing. Just the fact that you've prepared a device capable of miracles, yet your plans for it are so very banal. You dare mock me?
Oh shit, he's taking over! Damn, he's got flared.
What a bore he was. Now to realize a dream worthy of this marvelous technology.
We don't even know what he was originally planning. Fuck is this technology? Is this like... Oh. It's the UFO. Oh shit, continuity? That's a first. I mean, yeah, you have to do all the quests in order. That's the first time that they've, like, referenced the previous chapter of the quest line. I mean, I'm assuming this has something to do with his ability to put souls into fiends, but it seemed like he already perfected that technology.
Detective Hardboiled, they call me. Cool and tough as a cucumber wrapped in old leather. A man who prefers his own company. Today's egg was overdone. I let the pot boil and boil. A match to my mood. They say you can't make a cracked shell whole again. Maybe it's time I smashed it completely.
Core, those are some troubling thoughts. Can anyone save Detective Hardboiled from himself? I bet the inspector can. With us on the case, a happy ending is never far away.
I was expecting her to, like, knock over the background again. Well, I can't wait for the finale. I was not expecting the UFO, the aliens, to come back from the 6.0 quest line. Alright, one more thing we were gonna do today. I don't actually know where we go for this, this dungeon. Have it up here. I think we have to do this quest first? Old Charlian. Oh. Okay, we're starting from there, I guess? Wait, what? Is this part of a quest line or something? Oh, oh, okay. I think that's how you unlock them. Never mind. It's one of these two quests, I think. Oh, I see. That's for later. Okay, so this is the one we need then. So 1213 and Old Charlian, I think, seems to be where it starts. Yeah, I don't know anything about this variant dungeon. But I'm pretty sure it's the only one that was added to... Yeah. The others were level 90, so this one's level 100. Oh no, this one's also level 90 technically, but... Yeah, the last one was Endwalker, so it would have been Cap at the time. Okay, so it's gonna be blue? That's it. Okay. Has to be it. What kind of location are we gonna go to this time? Some unexplored area, that teaser for some unknown future expansion like the last one? No, not the last one. Well, actually, no, kind of the last one, in a way. Little did any of us know that it was actually foreshadowing the entirety of Dawn Trail's plotline. I was thinking of the one before it, with, when we went back to, Kugane. Into the mountains there. That would have been a cool place to go in the actual Stormblood. I believe this is it.
Why, if it isn't a bin, come seeking work to help keep your hands busy? Well, you're in luck, for a client of ours specifically requested you for a little odd job. Mikote lass who seems to know you, in fact. You're dying to know who it is, I see. Her name is Nazquaza. Nazqua? The Nazqua. A cleaner. Does that name ring a bell? Ah, I suppose there's no need to ponder. There she is.
Perfectly normal person. Sure, a Goron in disguise or something?
Nazca, now's not the time to indulge your adventurous palate. The man you requested is here. My apologies. I happened upon a new ingredient for sale and simply had to test its flavor.
You mean a rock?
The one and only Abin, I take it. 'Tis a pleasure to finally meet you. Thank you for keeping watch for my older sister. Stola can be quite the handful. I understand even Mithra has relied upon your aid. Her respect isn't won so easily, so imagine my surprise when she began singing your praises.
What is that, like 3 of them now? We only got like 9 to go?
When I had to cause seek out a skilled adventurer, I knew it had to be you. If my family can entrust you with matters of earth-shaking import, then who better to seek out for a little odd job? If you have no objections, I would start right away. Now, will you journey into the pages of ancient folklore with me? I suppose that is an odd request to give without explanation, isn't it? Allow me to elucidate. You see, I'm a gleaner who specializes in recovering all manner of documents and manuscripts. Until but recently, I studied under my father and mentor, Yril No. Unfortunately, he succumbed to a disease while on a mission in a distant land. It was a terrible loss for us all. Forgive me. It was not my intent to sour the mood. I was with him when he passed, so for a blessing I was able to say my farewells. Yet being suddenly left alone in unfamiliar land was difficult, to say the least. Luckily, my sisters were there to support me through the hardest times. As was my father, in his way. He left me a keepsake, which happens to be at the heart of my request. It is a beautifully illuminated manuscript that bears a treacherous enchantment. It can draw the reader's very mind into its pages. Needless to say, such a rare tome is notorious among collectors of unique and dangerous documents. While it may seem a strange gift, I know my father gave it to me for a reason. And although it may be a risky endeavor, I must read its every page to find out why. Now, I hope you understand the reason I requested your company. Might you keep me safe while I explore this world of fiction?
Are we going into a book? That's not something we've done in the series for a while.
That's a great comfort to hear. As you might imagine, such a book must be kept safe and away from prying eyes, so I've left it in safekeeping at the Gleaner's Lodgings in Journey's End. I shall await you there when you're ready. What an odd request, eh? But I'm sure you've received order. Go on now and best of luck.
Well, I mean, I did jump into a painting not that long ago. How different could a book be? Where'd she go? Oh, up there. I don't feel like walking.
Thank you for coming, Abin. This is Fregium, and she manages our lodgings here. I trust her with my life. I was skeptical when Nazca was sent on recruiting the realm's foremost hero, but here you are. I reckon no one else could keep up with her boundless curiosity. Aye, it's gotten her into more trouble more than once, but it's also made her into a talented gleaner in her own right. You see, where most would hesitate to eat something upon first sight, Nazca would gladly gulp, slurp, or chomp it down, all in the name of knowledge, or so she claims. Yes, I am very thorough, but enough about me. Surely you're curious about the book. It's entitled The Merchant's Tale, and is a well-known fable passed down in Corvos, located in southern Hildibrand. The protagonist is a shrewd young merchant, and the story describes his journey to find the perfect gift to win the heart of a young maiden. However, over generations, countless versions of the tale have been passed down and retold. I can't say for certain how this particular manuscript ends. We've no choice but to read the entire thing ourselves, a feat made quite daunting by the enchantment imbued within its pages. I can't help but be reminded of my father's words before he passed. He gave this book to me and said, "After reading the final passage, you will come to an understanding. You shall see what is needed most to travel the path before you." This is a trial of sorts, of that I am certain. A test from mentor to pupil, from father to daughter, and I intend to rise to the occasion. I haven't a clue what will happen when we give ourselves over to the magics dwelling within the book, but with you by my side, I am not afraid. So let us begin and reveal the secrets bound within the covers of the Merchant's Tale.
So how long until we go to Hildibrand? For real? Maybe that'll be like the next X-Pack or something.
Into the world of the Merchant's Tale we go.
That's a little different than a linking book. Jeez, much more violent. Oh no, didn't we go to Hildibrand a little bit for, it was one of the trial, the weapons. I think it was for the weapons quest line. I guess that was, I think that was technically Hildibrand, because this looks familiar to that. Hey, why do you get to be the protagonist? That's not fair.
You've come again, peddler, but why? You know I can't return the affection you bear for me. Pray accept this truth and move on. And you are? Joy is not meant for one such as me. My fate is to remain here alone, with only my sorrow for company.
Whoa. That's not where I expected this story to go. Hopefully you're well versed in this story here, because I don't know what's going to happen if you don't play along.
I see. We've become characters in the narrative. And perhaps by acting as the characters should, we can advance the plot forward.
Then who the fuck am I? What kind of book is this? No one told me it was sci-fi.
Bits and pieces are coming to me. I must be the protagonist, the shrewd young merchant. Next is the scene where I propose to the enchanting maiden who has captured my heart. I say... Pray perish such desolate thoughts, my dear beloved. You deserve the utmost happiness, and I shall give it to you. If you would prove your words and ardor true, then bring me an object of worth immeasurable. An object of value so great that it may fill the void within my heart. Do that, and I can rest assured that your intentions are pure. If you wish it, then it shall be done. Even if I must scour the ends of heaven and earth, I swear shall return with what you desire. Then I shall pray for your safe return.
What country was Ilsabard supposed to be based on again? I want to say Greece, but it's like way too far over to the east for that.
And thus the tale moves forward. Apparently now the merchant, together with his skilled and trusted bodyguard, set forth in search of priceless treasure.
Ah, okay. The unnamed, undescribed bodyguard. Perfect. I can easily fit that role. Oh, I should have picked that one. I didn't see it. Damn. Are we sure this isn't like there's a third act twist where the bodyguard ends up like taking the maiden's hand in marriage or something?
I'm honored to have you by my side. What better to entrust my safety than to the very hero who saved our star? An object of worth immeasurable. What sort of treasure could that be? Whatever it is, it must be the key to unlocking the story's conclusion. It seems at this point in the narrative, the merchant is in the dark about it, so we've no choice but to read further. Seeing as the answer would logically be within the tale itself, perhaps there is a clue to this very room. Why don't we give it a closer look first? The room isn't very large, all things considered. Does anything catch your eye?
Ah yes, the carpet. Maybe something's hiding in there.
And the room is so much blue and white, the carpet does stand out, doesn't it?
I mean, not really. It'd be weirder if the carpet was blue. That'd be a lot of blue. It's called contrast and complementary colors.
The pattern seems to be a sea-made, and upon closer look it appears more worn than the other furniture. I suspect it has been well-loved centerpiece over the years. It's from traditional porcelain found in Corvos. Marked by its vivid blue coloring, the material is still popular in the region. According to the book I read some time ago, Corvosi tea is brewed strong and served with heaps of sugar. Polite customers offer tea to guests and enjoy leisurely chat over a cup. Such face-to-face interactions are a cherished part of daily life in Corvos. A character in the tale itself. The story says she has no family and drifted into the city but several years ago. While many suitors have been entranced by her beauty and grace, she has turned down every one. None know where she came from or why she lives alone, and when asked about herself, she offers but a sad smile in return. This mystery seems only to deepen her allure.
I don't know where she could have come from. I mean, is the moon on the table? Anything about growing up with a woodcutter, perhaps?
Though the maiden appears to be unaware of its presence, there is some manner of sigil carved here upon the wall. The same design adorns the cover of the book, in fact. I can sense energy flowing outward from it. Likely it will bring us back to the real world. Are you ready to go on? Of course, if there's anything else you'll take a look at, simply say the word. Well said. What twists and turns await us, I wonder? I cannot wait to find out. Although we've set foot into the work of fiction, it appears to be set in a time in Corvos from before Garlean rule. Sites lost to history might await us. And perhaps deadly beasts, too. What with you here? I needn't fear Fang nor Claw.
Yeah, this is definitely where we ended up for the weapon quest, I think.
Let us be off then. It appears we can leave from the door over there.
On to adventure! Oh, whoops. There we go. Well, we'll just do this by ourselves. Okay, we are Picto, so we're gonna probably want... damage down is good. A dot? Picto doesn't have a dot, so that might be alright. Let's see what other actions we have. Range attack with potency of 150. Potency skills with item level. Nah, we're mage. We got lots of that. I mean, a healing move seems like a good idea. Wait, I can't use that action as current class? Oh, we can't even use the dot. Oh yeah, look at that. Only healers get that. And like tanks and shit. But we can take the healing. Okay, healing seems like a necessity then. So what can we take? Anything else? Why is this one locked away? Heaven forbid I get a dot. Provoke? Nah, I'm playing this solo. We don't need that. And raise is useless. So we get a shitty ranged attack and a defense up. Well, I think our choices are obvious then. We can just do this alone, right? Yes, solo please. IMO, that's the best way to experience these things. Is the one aspect I'll agree with about the regular dungeon design is that trying to do puzzles and stuff with many people, not always a good idea. This is a very bright and colorful dungeon. I like it. Reminds me of, which dungeon was it? Was it Shadowbringers I'm thinking of? I guess for some reason it's reminding me of the mountain in Shadowbringers. But there's another dungeon I'm thinking of too. 765 item level, eh? What item level am I at? Oh, 770. Okay, that's like pretty close then. So is this where we get our 3 ways to go? First fork in the road, where should we go? Oh, okay, right. We get to actually pick. Oh yeah, I think this was something they added. I don't think you could do this in like the original dungeon when you did multiplayer. I don't remember it anyway. Yeah, sure, you know what? Straight it is then. Now, I know how these things work, so if you're not familiar with them, these are puzzle dungeons where you have to figure out how to get to each of, I think it's 12 paths normally. And usually you start each one with like 3 very distinct paths like this. But as you go through, they branch off further and further depending on like secret actions that you can take, which are usually hinted at in the lore of the pages you get for completing each run. Uh-oh. We actually have to help the denizens of this place. Oh shit! They ain't wasting any time. Oh man, I'm almost dead. Oh! Heal! Ovarian Cure sucks! Maybe it just feels like it sucks because I've been playing White Mage for the last, like, week. There we go. Oh, you know anything? Best in the valley, eh? Alright, let's go stop those thieves. Good place as any to start. What if we, like, found something? Could we take it out of the book? Does that work? I feel like this is a money exploit. I mean, it worked in the Mist series. That's how one of the villain's motives during the early games. I love the painterly look on this place. Definitely not a style you would normally get to see in this game, all things considered. Okay, I should probably put on my defense here. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Well, at least it cures like insta-cast. There we go. Oh, that was the wolf falling over. I thought she like tripped and ate shit on the ground. Oh, we get to choose where we want to go. The place supposed to be suffused with aether. Oh, what's in here? This might be related to a puzzle or something. Oh, here we go. Bandit missive. What we got here? We nabbed some geezer from the town and made him spill his guts. It's just like you said, boss. Deep in this canyon, there's some hidden place that hardly a soul knows about. I reckon we'll find treasure the likes of we've never dreamed of. Me and a few of the lads went out to get eyes on it, but we stepped right into the nest of some monstrous bird. Barely made it out with our lives. We scrounged together every weapon and bomb we could, and we're standing by until you say the word. After we've cut and blasted our way through, we'll be richer than kings. A bird, eh? Is that who we're gonna go meet first? Wait, can we go down here too? I mean, probably should go where those slimes are, but I feel like it'd be pertinent to look for any information we can. Nope. Just the remnants of some drinking party. Alright, slimes it is. Is that buff permanent, or do I have to put it on again? Okay, it's a 60-second buff. 60-second with an extra shield on top of it by the looks of it. I didn't actually read the full description. Oh, fuck. Heal! Should have done that before I started. Damn, that's a lot of damage. Hell yeah. Okay, what does this actually say? Reduces damage taken by 20% for a minute. Creates a barrier around self that absorbs damage equivalent to a heal of 76,500 potency. Holy crap. For 8 seconds. Okay, so we just get like a super huge shield and then some defense. Uh-oh. Oh, there's like even a narrator and everything. That's sick. Wait, hang on. I gotta... Yeah, 1 second. I gotta prepare myself first. Okay, now I'm ready. Let's go. We'll go for full opener on this guy. Might be a little tricky to be using this thing when I have no idea how he's attacking. Not to mention the fact that I have no... Oh, this is gonna suck if I don't stand here, I bet. Yep. I know how this works. Unless he's gonna do a third. Oh, shit. Okay. I still a little too close, that's fair. Okay, we're doing this again. Spears of sand fade out of sight. Okay. Well, I'll stand over here this time. Oh, fuck. Okay. I knew he was going to do it twice, but I wasn't... For some reason wasn't thinking with that one. Wait, were they there again? Oh, no. Are they? Oh, God. I didn't see him put the balls down again. Okay, he's coming around the outside. Oh, that's a big one. I should not be painting right now. No! What do I do? Yeah, okay. I guess I should have stood over... I probably should have stood over on the opposite side, not in the middle. There's only 3 of them after all, so there's... Well, no. I don't know. Wasn't sure if there's a safe spot or not. Safe spot might have been the middle, but I actually don't know. Okay, let me get ready here. There we go. Okay, so how are we doing this? This way first? But he's gonna do 2, right? So that's 1. Is it the back one here gonna also be it? Yeah, okay. Is that always the case? No. Because last time he did this one. Okay, sphere of sand again. Is this when they go invisible? Vanishing mist, okay. So I have to memorize which ones he... Okay, that's the one that goes out of sight. So is that the one that's going to be visible? No, that's the one that's going to be invisible, okay. So we're fine here. Got it. Okay, now I got bombs, right? Damn it. Wasting my attack here. He's going that way. Okay, so now we got bombs. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to work. They're putting the bombs down. Seems like it'd be best to just stand over here. This seems like the first place to be. Oh god. At least I can run and heal. Oh, okay. Is he gonna block it? He tanking it? Nope. Okay, I was just supposed to go between it. Thank god I did. Because it looked like it covered the whole thing. Okay. Those are getting supercharged. They're all getting supercharged. Or is that just them turning invisible? Oh, they're all going away. Okay, so this one's currently safe. Which is the next one's going to be safe? That one. Okay. That one's the one getting grown. Man, having to like juggle self-healing here while doing this is kind of tricky. I'm gonna quickly top up here and maybe we can put this down. I'm not gonna push it. Oh, I got, yep. I barely saw it, it like blended in with the ground. Shit. Okay, which way? This way. Alright, so I think we've seen pretty much everything. So now it's just a matter of actually beating him. Oh, then there's that too. Right. Fuck. Just when my debuff is supposed to wear out. Not sure if there's a way to tell when he's going to do that. Like, he didn't do it the first time he went invisible. Okay, that's one's big, and then which one's the other one that's big? That one, okay. So we should be good here. Is he gonna do another, like, cone attack as well? Yeah, I figured. So you can kind of tell, I guess, by him, like, stopping for a minute, even before the bar appears. If I got a third debuff, it would have been over. Okay, vanishing again. Where are we at? This way. Perfect. Okay, we're probably doing another cone, right? Yeah, knew it. Alright, we're getting there. They may let you do these things solo, but it doesn't feel like they necessarily tweak them for solo play. Yeah, I don't really want to activate too much of my fancy stuff right now. Which one's next? This one. Okay, perfect. Am I getting away with this? I'm getting away with this, thank God. Gotta remember to keep that buff up. We should be okay here, because that's going to go up first, and then he's going to do that. Perfect. I don't want to say anything in case I jinx it, but I'm glad we don't have to deal with those bombs again. This seemed to be a one-time thing. Good, got that attack off just in time. There we go. I actually almost forgot about that. Okay, surely we can do it before these sandballs go off. Yes! Holy crap. Give me my prize. That took way too long. How long was that? It was like a 10-minute fight. Adorable creatures, my ass. These things are gonna fucking blast me, aren't they? Oh, you got like blade wings. That's kind of sick, actually. I'm gonna die. Okay, I don't have any hammer charges. Now I do. Also, I'm not taking like a crazy amount of damage here, so this healing's not too overbearing. I'm almost wondering if it'd be better just like focus down one of these guys to reduce the incoming damage more than trying to use AoEs. This actually might not be a bad place to have. Are they weak to sleep? Can I sleep them? Oh, I can sleep them. Yo, okay, I should be taking advantage of that then. Have that on my hotbar this whole time. Completely didn't even think of using it. Finally, a use for sleep. Okay, that actually kind of broke that fight. Or would have if I actually remembered to use it earlier. Ooh, left or right? Where are we going? Probably based on, yeah. It's probably based on, like, choices I made. Mushrooms? Is that relevant to... Well, I guess that's just relevant to this path. And now she's interested in the mushrooms, of course. Oh, I could tell her to not eat them, maybe? On one side, tantalizing mushrooms. On the other, floating rocks. Okay, so we get to just straight up choose. Usually in this kind of junction, that would be a grounds for a puzzle, but not always. I think a couple of them do have more choices like this. Well, you know, I was kind of thinking we were going to the mushrooms first, so yeah, go ahead and have your mushrooms. Go ahead and eat the shrooms. See if you regret it. Magnetic pull. Oh, we get heavy. What is this? Total rack pre 6.1? What's back here? Nothing. Literally nothing. Okay. Just the one enemy? Alright, well, no sleep here. Although I should have definitely painted. Oh, I also have my shield. I could use that right now, actually. That'd be a great time to be using that one. Probably not as good as, like, the shield I got to take with me here. But, I mean, still worth using. It's another defense buff that stacks with the other one defense buff. Oh, what I should be doing is anytime I need to take force damage, just reactivate Rampart. Doesn't have that long of a cooldown. It's pretty much free. Like so. Man, imagine if, like, all dungeons were balanced around single play like this. That'd be kind of cool. That would certainly defeat the purpose of being an MMO. But it'd be kind of neat if there's a way to do that. And I don't mean unsynced, because that's just cheat mode. Okay, so here's an example of another, like, puzzle section. Probably could do something to get over there. A golem's affected by strange magnetism. Oh, could I have taken the golem over here and, like, tossed him in the pit somehow? Maybe? That could be a thing. Like, actually legit could be a thing. Can't recall the previous dungeons having such a hint-giving NPC like this. Alright, I'm going to be ready this time. Alright, let's go. I will preserve Starry Sky for now, because I think a boss is coming up here. I wonder if I can, like, cancel their attacks with sleep. Like like kind of like a sort of interrupt, essentially. And maybe that's what you're supposed to be using sleep for these days. I've been thinking about it all wrong. It's just our way of having an interrupt, because, like, some classes have interrupts that aren't tanks. Sorta. There we go. Yeah, give me my chest. This must be the end of the dungeon. Whoa, don't activate the cutscene. I was looting. Running forward into the boss arena like that. Jeez. Who do you think you are? Me? Uh-oh. This looks scary. Just fireworks, whatever. Alright, let's go. I'm ready. We'll go for a big burst. Magic quartering. It doesn't look like the symbol is anything specific. Quartering. Is this the one that's gonna get attacked? Okay. So that way, but Blades of Aether, don't let them pierce you. Do I do this? Like block it, or is that gonna be? I don't know if that's like the good side or the bad side. Okay, that was the bad side. So I can get attacked from the other way, but not that way. Okay. Do not get attacked from the red side. I don't know, it's always a 50-50, these kinds of things. Malefic E. What was that? I don't know what Malefic E is. We're collecting letters now? Eesh. Good spot to stand in. Oh my god. Was this one second? I think this one's second. Okay, so it was like in columns. Okay, we're doing a quartering again. Good time to charge up because she takes a while to cast that. Okay, so and not these two sides. Got it. Okay. Oops. Where's the blades? No blades? No blades are there. Wait, don't get attacked from that side. How do I not get attacked from that side? Oh, she's gonna ricochet it. Oh god, it's based on where I'm pulling it. Fuck you. That's fucked up. Why don't we have like pulling mechanics like that in normal fights? Give the tank something to do. Oh, this is sick. Well, I can just stand here then. Seems pretty safe to me. Still does some pretty nasty damage. I barely have done like an eighth of her health. Is it gonna do like a bunch of lines again, or is this just random AoEs? Okay, I gotta somehow make my way over there. I got hit. Yep. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead, yeah. Got snapshot in that one. Okay, me getting hit by the first, like, reflection puzzle is probably not helpful either. I'm fully charged, right? Okay, let's do... We'll do this. This one actually, we have a pretty good opportunity to do a proper Picto opener. Okay, so standing here is safe. We'll put that on because it's gonna make me take damage. Excellent. Now we got 4-way. Okay, so I see that was the attack that I was supposed to avoid there. Okay, this is standing like right about here, I think. Yeah, something like that. I was using the circle to line up with that. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't get snapshot in that. Quartering again. Okay, where are we going this time? Is this the reflection stuff? Yeah, it's reflection stuff, so we need to turn this around. Thank God it's not based on my actual physical facing. I think that's fine. Okay, so far this isn't too bad. Wait for it. There we go. Oh, we're not done yet. Okay. I'm waiting for the explosion thing to come. I don't know what side that's coming on. Did I get hit? No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Oh, I'm gonna get smacked. No, I'm not. I gotta, like, run away earlier than that. This corner. Right? No? Fuck, this corner. Yes, this corner. Okay, and then we gotta do those lines again. Yep. Oh, you get a little bit of time to run out of the way of that. That's good. Oh, Tank Buster. Oh, I'm buffing the fuck up for that one. That was good timing on those defense. Just north again? Okay. Easy enough. Can I have my palm, please? Just north. This way, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. We're fine. Oh, I thought they were going to go at the same time. Even better. Waiting for it. There we go. Only halfway. Well, we've seen most of the stuff. As long as I don't screw up, then we should be fine, despite how long it's taking. Where is the explosion? I know it's coming there. It's coming this way. Okay. Ow. Good shit. Can't imagine doing that without some sort of dash. Okay, what's this one? West? Southwest, okay. This way, yes. Those things always take me a hot minute to like figure out which is bad because definitely need to do them faster. Or just be more centered when that happens so I'm ready for it. Oh yeah, wow. Really need that rampart. Again? Okay, I'm gonna stay in the center. I don't know what she's planning to do, but just in case. Just west. Easy mode. No problem. Okay, we know now that... There we go. They're separate attacks, so we're fine. Fuck. That is not good. Oh, that might have actually killed me. I thought I'd stand on the 1 to be a little safer, but that actually might have just ruined me. Yep, that ruined me. Fuck. Oh, she did... Ah, she was only like halfway. Alright, one more try. I can do it this time. God, it takes forever. I mean, I can't find a good time to like do a burst. Like, there's some downtime, but trying to do like full Starry Sky thing is like hard once it starts. Just kind of want to play it safe because there's a lot of running around. I can't just stay still. Okay, stand here. Okay, this side's good. I guess that side was also technically good, now that I think about it. Okay, so standing on where they overlap is actually safer. That's what screwed me up, funnily enough. Trying to play it safe, and I ended up playing it worse. Okay. Alright, this is just reflection. We're not doing the quarters just yet. One of the skills they should let you take into these places is damage up, I feel. I would definitely be taking one of those if that existed. Let's just go here for safety while I get this ready. Maybe I can use it next time she does one of these. Okay, I need to be ready to move to like any corner as soon as possible. waiting for the... There we go. There's a signal. Okay. There we go. It might have been a good time for Starry Sky if I was ready, but we're doing it now anyways because why not? Just doing quartering again anyways. Oh, what? Shit. I thought for sure I timed that better. I didn't realize it hadn't gone off yet. I didn't quite finish the burst. That's okay. That barely saved me. Okay, I can just take it a little slower for the next 30 seconds. We'll be fine. All I had to do was wait a split second. I wouldn't be in this mess. Okay, this is safe to do. Okay, learn my lesson. We stand here. Also, maybe standing on the side that's like gonna go off last helps too. But at least if I stand in the double, it's not a huge deal. Okay, are we doing more random bullshit? Yeah. Where's the shockwave? This way. Good. That was okay timing. Still don't have like anything charged up here. Okay, this part can be pretty slow. So I'm just gonna play it safe for the time being. Wait for it to like... We need to resolve the reflections. This way's good. Maybe. Nice. Okay, where are we attacking? Oh, perfect. That works out great. I got stunned? Oh, I didn't realize she binds you. Oh, stand here, stand here. There we go. Yeah, you have lots of time to get ready for that, so I just need to pay attention better. Good shit. My hammer's like the only thing that does any significant damage that I can actually see on her health bar. Everything else has been like chip damage. Actually insane how much health she has. for what is a solo fight otherwise. Go, 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 go. We're good? Okay, we're fine. Okay, I'll get Starry Sky going here, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off necessarily. Alright. Here we go. We are repeating though, so we're in a good spot. This be the last attack? I'm not sure. It's possible. Okay. Perfect. Nice and safe. Again, never even realized that that attack stuns you like that. Come on. Oops, I did that wrong. That's okay, that's okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Will auto attacks do it? No, I'm probably gonna have to do something. I should not have activated that. That actually made my attack slower. Holy shit. God, I love those things. Oh, is this the artifact we're gonna bring back for her? The sword? Surely that will satisfy her. If this is what it takes to start Yuri, then I'm okay with this. Holy crap, though. See, fights like that are way more fun still. I feel like I'm using more of my wits when doing it. That's why I like these variant dungeons so much. I've heard very good things about the higher difficulties, even if they are without the puzzle aspect that normal ones have.
The beloved weapon of a proud swordsmaster. The engravings are singular in beauty, and the blade unmatched in keenness. Yet even the sharpest sword cannot cut away the sadness which engulfs my heart. Sell this treasure, and gain your fortune. Pray forget about me, and seek happiness elsewhere.
Wow. Denied. She just wasn't into you. So yeah, that's where you do the other 11 pathways, and then you get the true end once you've solved them all. As you can see, though, that would be quite the endeavor to be doing on stream, hence why I've never done them on stream before. But you bet I'll be going through these. I actually only have ever finished one of them with a friend, so I'd like to eventually go back and do all the other ones. I think there's... yeah, I've still got 3, I guess, now that I need to... are unfinished.
It seems we've witnessed the story's finale. Thank you, Abin, for your stalwart companionship.
What was it say about the book, though? Because, like, we could have done any of those paths. And yet, it's a book. Was it always predestined?
Welcome back. You two look none worse for wear. All thanks to Abin here. We face beasts like which I've only imagined, but he trounced each and every one. was quite the singular experience, wasn't it? I'm aware some parts were embellished for the sake of story, but to experience Corvos as it once was, truly 'twas a treasure unto itself. Corvos brings to mind rich greenery and clear seas, so I was surprised to traverse such a treacherous valley. Yet those mushrooms we found were delicious enough to risk life and limb all over again. And the Swordmaster was a most fearsome foe. I had heard practitioners of the Unyielding Blade were wiped out by the Garleans, and every page of their teachings burned to ash. To see such swordplay firsthand was truly awe-inspiring. Unfortunately, the hard-won weapon did little to placate the poor maiden's sadness, yet perhaps there was a different outcome to be found among the book's pages. I wonder if we would have gone the Garlean expansion proper, if we would have gone to Corvos as part of that expansion. We might have reached the end of this tale, yet I have a feeling it was but one of many. My curiosity as a gleaner alone compels me to explore the book's pages further, yet I'm also determined to discover the meaning of my father's parting words. So I intend to pore over the pages again and again, until I know its every twist and turn by heart. However, I wouldn't dare brave the journey alone. I understand you're a busy man, but I would be grateful for your help whenever you have the time. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Well then, I look forward to our next adventure. The Merchant's Tale shall remain here in safekeeping. If you wish to peruse its pages again, you need only ask. Oh, of course, I forgot to mention anything about your reward. Since the guildship handled this request, you can speak with Shalmore to receive it. Now I should take my leave. I hope to see you again soon rather than later, Ben. What kind of stuff do they have this time? Usually it's a mount for getting all 12. But there's sometimes other stuff that's kind of cool on the way. Oh, wait, teleports this way. And then usually once you do them all, the final one's like the extra hard route. See, I've done one to completion with a friend, but I've only done bits and pieces of these things solo. Oh, down here. There you have been. I take it as Nazqua's odd job wrapped up without a hitch? I don't know about wrapped up, but I mean, you know, satisfied her curiosity, let's say. So she wasn't exaggerating. You actually went inside the book. I shouldn't have put it past your real note to have such a wondrous tome in his collection. Well, it's no surprise I commend you for getting her safely to its final page. She chose well, and thus your obligation to us comes to an end. However, I'm certain such a rare book holds an irresistible allure. Why, I reckon you're thinking about leaping back into its pages right this moment. I mean, the thought has crossed my mind. Unfortunately, I have a total rack with my name on it 47 times. It's probably a more pressing matter. Well, let's at least take a look at our latest development here. I thought I had that bound to something. Occult record, unending codex. Nope, I don't have that on here. Okay, so that's probably... we can just see it all in here. Read entry. Here we go. Intricate patterns were carved into the blade, leaving no space untouched. We retrieved the Swordmaster's weapon from the depths of the valley. The ornamentation alone marks it as a work of art, but the patterns carved into the blade itself are its most striking feature. The ancient technique of the unyielding blade passed down in Corvos is said to resemble other magic-focused sword schools, wherein the user channels aether into their weapon and unleashes it as an attack. Likely the patterns on the blade serve to condense the wielder's aether, thus amplifying the power of such strikes. This background explains why the valley became the training ground for aspiring swordmasters. The rocks there were so strongly magnetized that they floated in the air. By pouring lightning-aspected aether into them, one could strengthen the magnetism further. Conversely, earth-aspected aether could be used to weaken the effect. By honing one's mastery over the rocks in the valley, a prospective swordmaster could apply such knowledge to their deadly art. In fact, we were able to observe several of the once floating rocks strewn about the ground during our journey. I wonder what would happen if we infused them with aether somehow. At the very least, we would have a taste of the grueling training endured by the swordmasters. So yeah, that's probably
Pouring lightning aspect to Aether into one could strengthen the magnetism. Earth aspect to Aether could be used to weaken the effect. That's probably hinting at something maybe along the magnet path. Like, I think we could have chosen to go on the rocks directly, but then there might be something on there that would have... this would allure to. I think there's also would have been something if I lured that rock golem into the pit or nearby it if something would have happened. Probably would be... that's the kind of thing you need to experiment with. There's some pretty crazy puzzles that they do, but they're always hinted at in here, which is really fun. That's why I love these things. I would play a whole game with dungeons like this, a whole Final Fantasy like this. This description of these sword masters makes me think of the spell sword job, which we don't have in this game yet, but I wonder if that would be something they would add someday if we ever went to Corvos for real. There's a lot of Ilsabard in that like middle continent that's still fogged over on the actual map, so maybe if we ever did Miracidia, short of like a Miracidia specific expansion, I feel like it would be Miracidia with Ilsabard. Those are like the two main locations on this planet we haven't gone to yet before we have to start revisiting things. So maybe someday we'll come back here for real, but yeah, fun as always. I like the look of this one a lot. Very painterly in its aesthetic. Is it you that I talked to? Yeah, you're the ones I talked to about this stuff. Wait, do you have all of them or just 3, 4? Oh no, you do all of them, yeah. So I get an outfit. Looks like it's probably resembling the one she was wearing, maybe. Saving face. Delighted. Probably saw that in a cutscene, but I don't know which one that would have been. Where's the Eat Rock emote? I want that one. And that's probably the dungeon music. And then yeah, once you do all 12, you, or however many it is, you get, actually how many is it? It's 12 or 13? 13. Once you do all 13, you get a mount. I don't remember which mount it was that we got from the last one, but yeah, you get like the true end and it actually finished the quest line. But that took a while to do one of those runs, so I won't be doing that on stream, but definitely some of my favorite content in this game is these variant dungeons. So hopefully they'll do more of them in 8.0. Hopefully we don't just get one next expansion. Maybe not necessarily 3, but at least 2. I would hope for at least 2. But yeah, that'll be it for today, I think. We finally got caught up on all our long overdue 14 content that I kept saying I would stream eventually. Next stream will of course be 14 will be 0.55, where we will likely wrap up Hildibrand and also check out Beastmaster. I think it was supposed to have come out by now, but I guess it got delayed a little further. They do technically, it is here. You can see it on the side. Unfortunately, we do not have access to it yet. It's a melee job this time. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be like. It seems like we're actually getting a pet system of sorts. I don't know how robust it'll be. Maybe it'll be something that harkens back to the old days of Scholar and Summoner. Probably something like that. I'm hoping it's a little different than Blue Mage's means of collection. They probably announced it. I didn't watch any of the Beastmaster related stuff, so we're gonna find out together when it comes out next patch. But I'll be curious to see. I did hear that you can't do Beastmaster and Blue Mage like content mixed together necessarily, or they like changed the way that like Blue Mage can queue up for things. I don't really know what that's about, but man, if you can't like have Blue Mage and Beastmaster team up, that would be very disappointing. I figured that would be like the whole point of having a second limited job, is so you can like make cool team comps with multiple jobs together like that. But oh well, still might be fun to check out, so that'll be the next stream most likely. Probably even no, we'll probably combine with story, because story is usually short in the 0.55s, but I think that's like August or September, so still a few months off. In the meantime, next Monday we will be doing Tevi. We're going to do a final like post-credits stream, check out some of the stuff we unlocked and everything before the DLC comes out later that week. As for this week, things should continue as normal. We've got Phoenix Wright tomorrow. We're going to start the penultimate case of the entire series with Great Ace Attorney 2-4. And then Thursday, we'll have a brand new game that's... the poll won. I think it was Wheels that won, so we'll get to play whatever that was supposed to mean on Thursday. And then, of course, Minecraft will continue as always on Friday. So, thank you for watching this little intermittent stream while we wait for the Tevi DLC. And I will see y'all next time.